Hello and welcome back to the Daily Grind. I'm John from the Killer Bits and this is our daily vlog show. Yesterday was the premiere show and I've worked out a few bugs, what was going on. But the principle is it's me, you, the camera, and a cup of coffee. So what we're going to talk about today? Well, obviously the big thing today is, well, yes, it's Fallout Day, yes. I know I talked about it yesterday, because obviously all the reviews and that came out. But today, obviously, everybody has got to play it for themselves, and it's amusing going through all the videos of people doing the face creation. I mean, my particular favourite were the how ugly can I make my character, and people creating stuff like Grace Jones and things like that. But there are kind of a few issues cropping up. Obviously, a lot of people are saying about there's kind of some stuttering on some of the console versions. Stuff like, some people have advised if you're playing on PC, it's best to have it on an SSD because the load times can be a little off. And it's all stuff like I kind of mentioned yesterday. The game might be great, and a lot of people are loving it from everything I'm reading online and all the videos I'm seeing. But it is kind of suffering from being in the creation engine, because it's a Bethesda game. The amount of videos I've already seen for kind of glitches and that, it's not as bad as Ubisoft and Assassin's Creed Unity. There are a few no-face bugs, I have seen those pictures, but people are kind of forgiving it because it's Bethesda and it is that kind of big open world that people can actually enjoy and do whatever they like in. But as I said, it is kind of suffering from being on the creation engine. It feels a little ropey, it feels a little janky, some people are saying. As I said yesterday, personally, I don't think it looks the prettiest. It's not a kind of a Witcher game or anything like that. It's not fantabulous world to live in. It is kind of all these kind of slightly slightly wonky facial animations, and there's issues with. I don't like the kind of textures and that. It is prettier in the fact that it's a bit more colourful, but it's still not that great. But somebody has come up with an idea. There's a environment engine designer. I've got my notes here. Environment artist Robert Stevens has recreated the Fallout vault in the CryEngine, and from the images it does look pretty cool. So obviously the environments look a lot better. He's gone through his creative process. I found the article on 80 level. I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check it out for yourself. But as you can see, this is in the CryEngine. It looks a lot prettier than what current Fallout looks like, even though, you know, current Fallout on the best, you know, all those people that are running killer rigs for PC, and even with the next gen consoles, it still looks like, well, a Fallout game, but it could be so much more. So yeah, this guy did this as like a creative project, fan project for himself, as you might imagine, and there's a lot of love there. There's a lot of love for the Fallout universe and Bethesda as whole. But yes, all the reviews are still very, very positive about it. There are a few providers saying, oh yes, it's a bit glitchy, but it's a Bethesda game, as you'd expect. But yeah, I went into a bit more detail on Bethesda and Fallout yesterday, but Fallout isn't the only game that came out today. We did actually have Legacy of the Void came out today as well. I'm not a big StarCraft fan, but it is an immensely popular series, and it is still going from strength to strength. The Legacy of the Void for StarCraft II is the expansion that deals with the Protoss, and following the new protagonist, well, not new protagonist, but following Artanis now. Rather than, obviously in Heart of the Swarm it was Kerrigan and Jim Raynor and that, but this is kind of taking the series further. But it just strikes me as a little odd Blizz would release today, of all days, on the same day as Fallout. I mean, I suppose it makes some sense in the fact that if people are going to buy Legacy of the Void, they've probably already pre-purchased it. It is one of those ones, if people want the kind of campaign, they'll play it as and when they get it, but those hardcore players that play it for the multiplayer have probably already pre-purchased it months ago and are currently, you know, neck deep in it at the moment. I think they have kind of pushed in this one, which I kind of took note of when they first announced it, and there's some more stuff out of BlizzCon, was they are kind of pushing the co-op with this, and they're saying this is going to make StarCraft a bit more accessible to more people, by the fact that you can play these kind of campaign missions with a friend that probably knows a bit more what they're doing than you. But yeah, it seems strange that they've released it today, but it kind of makes sense in the fact that obviously we've just had BlizzCon, we've just got the new expansion of Hearthstone coming out in a couple more days, so they are kind of flooding this week with Blizz content. And obviously last week we had the purchase of King and the announcement of the movie studio as well, so it's been a busy week for Activision Blizzard. But they've also said they're not going to kind of just abandon StarCraft after this expansion. They have got future plans, and those future plans are Nova Covert Ops. They are planning on expanding more into Nova's story, and I don't know whether it's going to be along the same lines as current StarCraft, or it's going to be a standalone, expandalone, whatever you want to call it. But all we know is there's this teaser that came out for Nova Covert Ops, whatever that might be. But it is interesting that Blizz are continuing to support StarCraft, because I mean obviously it's a big thing for them, especially the competitive scene, the esports, and all that. But that's enough of that. Obviously, as I said, there's not a lot of reviews going on for Legacy of the Void because of Fallout. I mean, it does look good, but as I said, I'm not a StarCraft player, so I couldn't really kind of give my opinion on it. I haven't got a copy, so things like that. But it's good to see Blizz aren't abandoning kind of one of their golden gooses anyway. But that's enough of that. Other news today. I did notice, let me get back out of this, that there was an announcement that Helldivers, the Sony game for PS3, Vita and PS4, is coming to Steam next month, but with no specific date. It's a co-op, well, squad-based co-op, blast every alien in sight type game. It is a lot of fun. I've only briefly managed to play it, but it does seem like one that we would like on the channel, you know, because it is that kind of that co-op game that we kind of dig. So expect us to try and get hold of a copy of that when it comes out next month. But that is good to see. Those Sony exclusives, those console exclusives, do make their way to PC eventually. And obviously we had a big console exclusive yesterday with Tomb Raider, but we know that is coming somewhere along the lines, but we just don't know when. It's about a year exclusivity deal. Whether we'll still be hungry for Tomb Raider come tail end of next year, I don't know, but all the reviews for that have still been positive in there, so it is good to see that. Oh, I've got a couple of people watching. Sorry, I forgot to look at the chat. Sorry. Yes, hello Dave Ostrava, Dark Ostrava, sorry. This is very small text, I can't make it out completely. Yeah, what else have we got? Oh, there was a leak on NeoGAF. For Dark Souls 3, there was an announcement of, I think it leaked from a retailer in the United Arab Emirates, put up details of collector's editions. Since then, those images have disappeared, but they showed off these. There's the standard Dark Souls collector's edition. There's obviously going to be, you know, a very kind of generic Dark Souls edition, which is probably just going to be a steelbook type one. But this collector's edition includes collector's box, medal case, 40 centimeter. Oh no, that's the wrong one. Sorry, where is it? 25 centimeter Red Knight figurine, A4 hardback art book, soundtrack, cloth game map, and 3 iron-on patches. And according to the conversions people have done for, you know, whatever it was on the site, they're saying it's going to be coming out at about $136. So for us in the UK, that's probably about 100 quid. But that's not the eye-watering one. The really eye-watering one is the fact that there is a prestige edition. And let me get rid of this. There we go. Sorry, prestige edition. Yes, this includes a, well, pretty much the same as before, but it has a 40 centimeter Lord of Cinder figurine, and that is rather eye-watering. According to NeoGAF and these reports, it is $490. So yeah, that's a little extreme for what it is. I know the Dark Souls fans are hardcore, but still, that's very hardcore if people are going to fork out for that. But yes, it's good to see information, and it actually has a release date on that ad. Whether it's accurate or not, obviously this has come off NeoGAF, so it's like trying to take credible evidence from Reddit or something like that. But it's saying 12th of April, which kind of makes sense, because they have already said it's going to be an April release. So 12th of April, this sounds about right. So it's not confirmed, but it makes sense that that would be kind of the release date. What else we got? Also today, there was a few bits and pieces. I think there was word that EA were going to be announcing some details about UFC 2. As of yet, I've not seen that in any of my feeds. If you're in chat and you've seen something on your Twitter already or something like that, let me know. Send me the link, I'll check that out now. What other stuff was there? There was, what was it? Green Man Loaded have kind of given more details of their kind of finishing fund for indie games. Green Man Loaded, obviously the publishing arm of Green Man Gaming, that started about October last year, I think it was. So far the games they've released have been pretty mediocre, if that you want to put it politely. But they are at Interface, I think, this week. I've got details somewhere. Let me have a look. Green Man Loaded, yeah. If it wants to open up, yeah, they are going to be shopping around for developers they can work with at Interface. So yes, yeah, Interface this week. Yes, yeah. So it'll be interesting to see whether this new finishing fund will actually be able to help out developers. It's meant to kind of help people get past the final post for return of equity, a bit Dragon's Den type deal. They're basically becoming kind of financial angels for small indie developers, which is all good. We've got a few more people. James Graham 695. Hi, I'm new here. Hi. Yes, I'm new to the live stream and stuff as well. This is what, the 4th stream I've done? 4th, 5th? Anyway, so yes, hopefully this is all coming through. Let me know in the chat if there are any bugs or anything like that. I did fix a few bugs with kind of interlacing issues on the camera and things like that yesterday. Anyway, final thing I noticed when it updated on Steam last night, we have got... Let me change the graphics. Rocket League! Yes, we've finally had the free DLC for Rocket League dropped, the Mutators DLC, which everyone has been looking forward to, because, I mean, obviously, Rocket League has been immensely popular since it launched. It was kind of one of those, sleeper hits. People didn't really expect it coming, because obviously, if you don't know what Rocket League is, it is basically car football, but it is blown up in a big way, and it's going to be blown up even more because we've got exploding balls now. And the Mutators basically add in new kind of effects. You've got cubic balls and beach balls and exploding balls and things like that. And next month we get ice hockey, which a lot of people are looking forward to. So you'll be sliding around the arenas. I don't know whether they're actually doing a new arena or anything like that. I think it is just they're basically covering the arena in a sheet of ice. But yes, a lot of people are looking forward to that, and I am looking forward to diving back into Rocket League to check out all that. Oh, no bugs, all clear. Thank you very much. Good. It is working. I've sorted out all the bugs. But yeah, that is kind of all the kind of news I've picked up on today. There was other things. I think it was announced last night that Twitch is bringing back Bob Ross. Obviously, he has had a fantastic run on Twitch. What was it, all 31 seasons? Yes, we're getting more Bob Ross. I think it's every Monday they're running an entire season, so it's like every 8-9 months they'll kind of cycle through. But if you're a Bob Ross fan and you missed the marathon that went on, last week or whatever it was, you will be able to catch Bob Ross every week on Twitch. I'll stick a link down below for where that is. But yes, there'll be lots of happy little accidents and little floaters and happy little trees all over the place. What else? Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it for the news I've spotted. If there is anything else, do let me know in the comments. I'm going to keep an eye on that. But I will let you know what's happening with the channel again. I've been working on the Patreon exclusive, early access version of our YouTube's videos. If you didn't catch it yesterday, Fran's YouTube's from last week, or week before, because we had a bit of a time gap on it. She was playing Life is Strange. See, I remembered the name this time. Yeah, she was playing Life is Strange for her YouTube's video. If you don't know what YouTube's videos are, it is our chance for you guys to tell us what to play. So every Monday we basically play a game for about 45 minutes or so of your choice, and the kind of the way we work it is I will put out a trailer, normally tail end of the week, and you get to pick one of 4 games, and we'll play that for you. If you're one of our patrons, you will actually get early access to that. As I say, I'm working on that one, but the kind of footage bugged. I'm unfortunately going to have to drop it from 60 frames down to 30 frames because I'm having to use a proxy. Yeah, I'm still trying to work out the kinks with Shadowplay and my edit suite, so yeah, I'm having to use a proxy, but you will get it. And if you're not a patron, you will see that next Monday. What else? Tonight you will be seeing Yaki's Sword Coast Legends review. He's been playing that for the last few weeks, and he's given us his opinion on that. What else have we got going on? I'm still not sure what I'm going to be playing for tomorrow night's first impressions. It may be something to do with the Humble monthly bundle that came out last week. If you don't know, Humble are doing their own version of like a subscription box, but there is some things I've got issues with, but I'll go into that tomorrow. Oh, I'm just starting diving into games, so yeah, I'm getting news. Okay, thank you. What else? Yeah, so I think that's pretty much it. If you want to get in touch with us, obviously you can do in the chat or in the comments below when this video is pre-recorded or goes up on the channel as a recorded video. You can also get in touch with us on Facebook at facebook.com/thekillerbits or on Twitter @thekillerbits. And as I said, if you want to help out the channel, help support the content we do, obviously we do reviews, we do first impressions, we do co-ops, let's plays, all that, and this new live streaming vlog, and we have the traditional vlog which will be back on Saturday. We're not sure what we're going to do for that. As I said yesterday, this is going to be our 100th vlog, so we'll probably do something special. So if you've got any suggestions of what you'd like the 100th vlog to be, again, in the comments. But yes, if you want to support the channel, if you head over to patreon.com/thekillerbits, you'll be able to check out how you can support the channel. Basically, if you want to give us $1, it will help us carry on creating content for you guys, and you will get little perks like early access to the YouTube's videos and, behind the scenes looks of what we're doing, what we're planning, the funny little outtakes we have when we're doing the co-op videos, things like that. Anyway, that's it from me. Oh, thank you, James, for subbing. I hope you enjoyed the show. My throat's starting to go. I shouldn't really talk for this long about bullshit. But yes, if you like the show, obviously you can subscribe. There's a link there. There we go. Yes, and let us know what you want me to talk about. This is very much going to be an interactive type vlog, so if there is anything in the news or any topics or anything you want me to talk about, Q&A type stuff, do let me know. But that's it for me. I hope you enjoyed the show, and I will see you tomorrow.